We have been looking at the scriptures that teach that anyone can be saved. And today we return to that often repeated word, whoever, to show the gospel is open to all. Good morning, I'm Pastor Ernie Lewis of the Blue Point Church in Sisti, Illinois, with your thoughts for Thursday. When we consider the commands of Christ, we're almost immediately drawn to what we call the Great Commission, which is repeated in the Gospels and again in Acts chapter 1 and verse 8. In Mark 16:15 it says, "And he said to them, go into all the world and proclaim the gospel to every creature. Whoever believes and is baptized will be saved, but whoever does not believe will be condemned. And signs will accompany those who believe." Other versions use the word "he who believes," but we'll use the ESV here because it uses that word "whoever." First, this is a decree given to Jesus' followers before he ascended into heaven, and we must take this command seriously as his followers on the earth today. Go into all the world and proclaim the gospel to every creature. Now, we'd like to use the word every person here. Although the movie says all dogs go to heaven, we really don't think the Bible supports that teaching about other creatures entering into heaven. We have a command here to go, and his disciples, including the Apostle Paul, took these words very seriously. Paul was the first disciple to reach out to the Gentiles, but others soon followed, realizing God is calling everyone with the message of salvation. After all, the verse says, take the gospel to every creature, or to the whole creation, as the ESV translates this verse. Many mission agencies and individual missionaries and even sending churches have taken this verse as their command to travel to the far reaches of the earth proclaiming the gospel. Why would Jesus send his followers on this special mission if not every person could be saved? He tells us here, whoever believes and is baptized will be saved. We love that picture that this verse gives us, whoever in this world. Because some may be down and out, or even too wealthy to listen, or perhaps they're caught in the grip of some addiction that's destroying their lives. But God has promised whoever believes and is baptized will be saved. And of course, the other side of the coin, he states that whoever does not believe will be condemned. You know, that salvation is available to them, but they refuse to accept it. Those who refuse this wonderful gift of salvation from a loving God will suffer the anguish and the suffering of hell for all eternity because they rejected God's offer. But don't miss the fact that the offer was made for whoever will believe and be baptized. These verses remind us that signs will accompany those who believe. God has not only made salvation available to all, but he will prove to this world that there has been a change in the life of the believer and his heavenly home is assured. We realize that not everyone who hears the gospel will be saved. We also realize that Christ told us that fact when he spoke of the narrow way that leads to eternal life and the few who will find it. But the way is open to all. And if you've not found that pathway to eternal life and accepted God's free gift, I hope you will very soon. Because we have to be diligent to offer this salvation to whoever, that they might believe and follow Christ.